Hello my lovelies, welcome to Erica's Magical Projects. I'm Erica, this is Hexie, she's a cat with 6 toes. Each week I'm going to try and bring more magic into my life using arts and crafts and ritual practices. This week I'll be reviewing my June project using tarot cards. I really like to use my tarot cards to rate and review my projects during the month because I feel that they encompass all of the human experience. So many people have put their energy into those cards. I really like to draw from their experience and wisdom, and using their symbols and signs, I can see how my personal story is reflected in the greater story of all of human history and all of the experiences of conscious creatures. The first thing that I did this month was to put labels onto my yarn and onto my crochet creations ready for a stall. The stall looked so bright and colourful in the sunshine, and it was a real success. It really did gladden my heart to see so many children interested in crochet and handmade creatures. For this project, I've chosen the 7 of Pentacles to express how it went. It talks of a time when you put effort into something in the past, and now you are just starting to see the rewards, to reap the rewards, to reap that harvest. And at the craft fair, I felt that I really had got the benefit of my past work, not just financially, but also seeing all the things around me that I'd made made me really feel like I'd done something with my life. The next project I took on was to make these little mushrooms. I've made quite a lot of them. In fact, I've probably made about 50 this month, which is quite a lot. Now, the actual making of the mushrooms was quite simple, as it was a very simple crochet pattern. But as I started to upload the film onto my computer decided it was going to crash. Like the tower crashes when the bolt of lightning strikes it from the sky. I had the blue screen of death. I had to uninstall, reinstall, oh my goodness, I'm not a computer person at all. These videos are born out of a lot more labour than any of the crochet things you see. The tower struck me and I actually had to call in some technical help, and thank goodness I've got people around me who can actually sort these things out. And I was able to release the video after all. The mushroom video is not my best work, but at least it's been released. And then it was midsummer. Time to go to the fairy festival and celebrate with my pagan chums in the fields. The celebration of midsummer was beautiful this year. I saw some magnificent sunsets and I met some beautiful people. The Three Wishes Fairy Festival is really quite special. At this festival, I felt surrounded by my kind. And because of this, I'm going to bring out the Hierophant card. The Hierophant is a card of being initiated into a group of people, not necessarily a religion. The card can talk about other groups, something you've chosen to go towards and something that you've been accepted within. And in the pagan community, I feel very accepted. Out in the real world, it's very hard to talk about energies and doing my magic and witch work, but in that place, everybody was talking about the path they followed, everybody meditated, had some kind of daily practice. I saw so many people performing yoga, performing cleansing rituals for their stalls, and I was able to bring home a little piece of magic that I really have treasured every day since I got home. These little bottles have got actual magic in them. Every time I touch them I feel so tingly. And now, looking forward to July, the first project I would like to take on is exploring the 4 elements. I've been working for a little while now with these energies in my meditation space, and I'd really like to clarify for myself what I've discovered. The second thing I'll be working on this month is the first part of a custom order I've received. An artist had asked me to make her a beautiful handmade woolen poncho, and I'm terribly excited because she's told me to use my creativity. My plan is I'm going to make it half from commercial yarn, 100% wool though of course, I'm thinking Icelandic loppy, and the other half some of my homespun yarn. I've made the first skein already, here it is, but I think I'll be needing to make about 5 or 6 skeins more, and I want each skein to be slightly different. Culminating in the final row of the poncho, I want to have some tail spun yarn, some locks, some texture in the very final row of the poncho. So I will be working on some custom yarn. And then my overarching crochet project this month will be making some crochet creatures. I've got another festival coming up, and this one I've got a stall at the festival, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to be teaching people how to use a drop spindle and teaching children how to crochet. I really believe that this generation are going to need those skills. I'm terribly worried about how dependent we all are on the screens and the computers. If they all go suddenly off one day, what are we going to do? Well, I for one will be picking up my crochet hook and my books, and I won't be bored. And that's what I want the children of the future to say to themselves. You can't control me by screens or by boredom. I've got a crochet hook and a big ball of yarn. So join me in my next video where I'll be exploring what the 4 elements have come to mean to me. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, everything handmade is magical.